So there he goes for resolve. Perhaps I should split you so that one of you are on Caban. Oh, and I want everybody to have attached to me on, just in case. Well, just to give Georgia the chance to try anybody he wants. Since, frankly, he can have anybody he wants. I need anybody to kill these rebels for me, because I am too incompetent to do so myself. Oh, right, this is a level 3 fort. Alright, Georgia, or Genoa. Yes, he's going for Crimea. Go for Yidishkal. If you don't go for you baby! Keep your friends close, but keep your Merchant Republic enemies in close vicinity to your patriots. That's nice. We have how long until you defect? 2 years. Alright, get to work. Now I doubt Crimea is going to jump on that, but I should really be taking the plunge here. No, I have confidence. It'll be okay. You know, I really should be attacking him, actually, all things considered. No, actually, if he wants to de-siege that, I am more than happy. Carry on, lads. Nothing happening here. No, if you're willing to help me out, I will crush them with you instead. Because it is high priority that we eliminate this siege. Or rather, we lift it. Jake, it's a level 3 fort, I am fully aware. So don't you worry, girlie, you'll be safe inside here. I hope you feel confident in that 1-1. But I want my current ruler to live as long as possible, so I'm not about to sacrifice him. Did he make any progress on this? No, not at all. Well, a few days worth, but I rather think the wipe is more important. A lot like a trip to the toilet. That's one way to protect against Genoa. And that just gave me... Whoa! The devil is on my side today. We do not lose Yidishkal on this night. Who would have thought on my first attempt for Theodora it would go so well? Hey, according to viewer numbers, about 200 of you are willing to believe that. Alright, so he's working on... Whoa. Okay, 3rd of April. I thought it was a little closer than that. We will split you in half. One of you don't have attach, and the other keep it. And there, we will get Yidishkal back. I believe the music that's playing right now is from EU Rome. If you haven't played it, then I can't really give you a recommendation because I only played a few minutes of it and thought, wow, I don't want to play this, but the music is really good. And I have nothing more to add than that, really. Jake, take the mission to take some province off of Genoa. See, that's clever thinking. Ones that give me 25 admin power are quite nice. Befriending Savoy also quite nice, but unlikely to happen anytime soon. Actually, No, tolerated heretics is digging my grave there. 125 is a little tricky. We'll just go for taking that. And now for the slow siege again. This wouldn't work if we were playing by EU3 rules. Thank goodness those Circassians do not want to rise up in the slightest. The Crimeans, on the other hand, oh, they hate me. 99.9% autonomy. What a crazy notion. Jake, did you core any of the... None of them so far. None of the Circassian provinces have been cored just yet. Fortunately, when one of them cores, it will make that an accepted culture. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those provinces will be fine for me. Whereas as it stands in my lonely Gothic culture... Oh, I see Lithuania have a claim on me. Let's hope. Let's hope Casimir's the Iron Seed can get his prestige up. Otherwise, I'll be having Lithuania coming at me on a barrel of laughs. How's your war exhaustion doing? Not great. Jake, Genoa made a boat. Yes, they did, but it's a light ship, so I have nothing to fear. I fight twice as well as it. Let's get some actual numbers on that. I fight more than twice as well as it. Jake, are you going to convert to Sunny? No, I will not. Yeah, I'm kind of wasting my time by attempting to befriend Poland. But my other options are as few as they are. What the heck? That boy ain't right. Denmark annexing the Teutonic Order. Now, as you may imagine, I've played a lot of this game. It's the first I've seen of that. Also, Sweden actually sought some proper independence support through Novgorod. Good job, Sweden. You will probably win that. And in the process, weaken Novgorod from Muscovy's devouring. Well, perhaps a strong Muscovy is in my interest for once. Not on my watch. I get the feeling that besieging rebels stops their process dead to defection. We noticed that in the Sunshine Pope game, where besieging those Normans stopped them from wanting to defect, and that was a bit of a pain. We'll throw our transport in here just to discourage him from throwing that light ship into the sea. Where did he get that anyway? I didn't notice him making boats. Okay, that's good. Mantrega is what I need. Well, a lot of base tax is really what I need. Crimea might be all kinds of happy and delighted if I give that province back to them, but I rather think I'll keep it there. There's a good chance it may defect them. Hold on, does any defection increase liberty desire? And does that mean that rebels now defect back to subject nations? So much I need to catch up on this game. Jake, Genoa probably built his boat on his island. This is true. Probably where he's keeping his 2,000 men and no way to transport them. Transport? Did I read that wrong? Huh, their one boat there is a transport. I could have sworn it was not. I thought it was a light ship. But I'm wrong. Jake, doing great as Theodoro, I can see. Why, thank you very much. Jake, wouldn't a strong Novgorod be in your interest? Russia is never formed, they'll never get those claims on your land. Do they get a claim on this region? That wouldn't be so hot. I'm not fully familiar with what Russia requires to be formed. But a good Swedish Novgorod alliance should keep them at bay. Well, remains to be seen if these two are just being Swedish attitude towards Novgorod, hostile. Norwegian attitude towards Sweden's friendly. Never trust a Swede. Actually, as independence wars go, I've seen better. I mean, they're winning, but that's just from holding Stockholm. You need something like 23% war score to get your independence, so good luck with that, my friends. Well, we are, in the most technical sense, making money, so this is nice. Nationalism plus 17, that's even higher than base, which is 15, I believe. Let's get them cores going. Gizamaluk wants to take more of our land. You can have nothing. Georgia's still a great friend of ours. Yeah, I'm actually not that far off an Ottoman alliance. That's something I may want to consider at some point. We'll see how it goes. There's plenty of opportunities to be taken. That's correct, Jake. Crimean region is part of the Russian claims, and yes, rebels now defect to subjects again, but any defection of land to a subject, regardless of source, will bump up liberty desire. Thank you, Alicious. However, soon I should be strong enough not to worry about Crimean liberty desire, especially since we're getting their relations pretty high now. And trust will naturally degrade to a neutral position. Russia gets a claim on Theodoro as well. How dare they? Alright, not much going on, so I reckon we can speed for it. It would be lovely if Yudishkal fell at some point soon. Oh, you know what? Who is there to kill? Nobody lives in Yudishkal. It's the place that no one wants to live. And what few cave dwellers that there may have been have now died. And that's why the place got lifted. There was nothing left. Alright, we'll get you folks over here and we will work on Kaffa. Isn't Kaffa a racially charged term? It's probably not something you'd say at the dinner table with your distant relatives. This is good, but I was hoping it would increase my relations with Crimea. Lithuania, Golden Horde, and some other guy I don't like. Sure. But, yep. It was a clue. Lithuania are now independent and allied with Poland. That ain't very good for me, because they have a claim on me. Maybe I should just give them Yudishkal now that I've got all this other base stacks. It is just a pain for me. Kaffa can change to Catholic, or I can get some slight penalties. Well, this is actually a good event for me. Since, well, good. It's a nothing event. Because either it changes to Catholic, which I don't want, or I can get average penalties, which if we click on this, is actually no penalties. I think it would have reduced our siege progress by 2 or 3 otherwise. There's another event where if I have this sieged, I might get a core on it, although I'm not sure if that applies to heretics or heathens. Jake, what is this? The name of this song? This is Wilderness, and I don't know what it's from. It's unfamiliar to me. Oops. You folks should not be there. You get over there, please. Damn, it's good to be the boss. It's nice to have Georgia helping us out here. It means that Kaffa is actually blockaded. Yeah, Lithuania are a little terrifying right now. Oh, and they've warned me, which means I can't fight the Golden Horde easily. Austrian alliance as well. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. Lithuania is both big and scary right now. Poland's friendly towards them. Austria's friendly towards them. Who's their other ally? Riga, who's threatened by them, and no surprise there. Alright, Muscovy, please get very big and very strong very quickly. Jake is our Habsburg on the Lithuanian throne. Yep. Mindaugas II von Habsburg. King in Lithuania. Oh, and we'll be getting some more revolts here soon. That's unpleasant. Yeah, I really think I should just sell Yidishkal to Crimea. Never been so tempted by aristocratic ideas. Well, can't use that now that I'm warned. Let's see. Warned by Lithuania, valid for 20 years. Currently the target of covert action by Lithuania. They want Yidishkal. They must want it because they already have a claim on my capital. Not good. I hope you don't get slaughtered again on stream. Why, thank you, Lucky. Your words like daggers through my heart. Oh, I never did choose religious. Guess we've got to be snaking our way down here so that we can get away from big bad Lithuania. Ah, good, you now want to join in our war. But that won't reduce your... Oh, sorry, let's check your war exhaustion. You have none, which is good. We'll get you involved in our war. Why? Why not? Keep those Muscovites on their toes. Seems to still have all his vassals from the start. That can't be right. He's missing one, isn't he? Yaroslav, Perm, Pskov, and... No, that's always a Tverian core. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I thought they started with 4 vassals. Jeez, that scared me. I'm expecting that Lithuanian declaration of war any day. Ah, excellent. I don't even need their capital, so we can settle for this. So I want that. I think I want Azov as well. I just need that base tax. I need to get big and strong. And it should give me added income because it's a trade thingy. Yes, a trade thingy, one of those. Can't humiliate you whilst I take land, but I will... Huh. I actually do really want those war reparations, so onwards to Kaffa we go. Kaffa will be a staggering 5 ducats into our... Oh, here we go. Alright, so what advantage do we have? Lithuania's lack of boats is one of them. Lithuania, are your friends getting involved? They probably... Austria will probably see it as a distant war, but Poland... Muscovy's got only military tech 3. Well, guess we're taking the land and running. Also, I'm going to exile my troops. I mean, if nothing else, I'll keep them safe. That should do. I could give Kaban back to Crimea, keep them ever so slightly stronger. God knows how this war is going to go. Yeah, those numbers not in my favour, knowing that Lithuania has Tech 4 and Muscovy have not got Tech 4. And the fact that we are kind of divided like this. Well. Wellity, wellity, wellity. Might actually forgo that, just to get the land back for Crimea. A bit of Crimean strength right now may make them a pain, but I think it'll be for the better. Yeah, we'll probably go with that. And now we pray. Yeah, they lost quite a bit of Liberty Desire, but I think that's because their opinion went really high for returning that province. Yeah, plus 40. So, we can be very glad that Muscovy are on our side. Our troops are now exiled, so they are safe, in big inverted commas. Furthermore, no, on the naval side we are actually a little boned. These provinces that we took, I reckon some of them... jeez. I was thinking maybe I'll be safe to core some of them, most likely will not. However, I could lower autonomy, and then he would have then he would have my revolts to deal with. Well, let's try coring one of them at least. And we can enjoy slightly increased income. Alright, get to work, Muscovy. What else am I paying you for? Let's also bring our boats a little further back, so they don't get engaged in death. Odd that we didn't engage there. Very odd. Actually, I kind of wish we had. Where are all your boats? Right, quite a chunk of the Polish fleet. Yeah, 3 lights, 2 galleys. They must be up there. We could dominate the seas here. Well, the inland seas. Come on, Georgia. Moldavia must die today. At sea. Crimea will not support my military effort until their Liberty Desire goes below 50, which is good because it keeps them out of my hair. Otherwise, they're just going to run balls first into all this. This is not good. I don't want Muscovy going into Lithuania. I want it to be the other way around. This is also quite nice. Please remain on my border and not entering me. Nope, they're entering me. Come on, come Georgia, let's press the advantage. Georgia, the advantage! Can't really see how my boats are holding up here. War is practically won already. Claim Kuma. And that mean bear? Still, I'll do it. I need those points. Now, Lithuania, who are your enemies? Oh, must be nice being you. The reason they have no enemies is because they were in personal union, which removed everyone else's rivaling of them. Once they broke free, everyone else was full of rivals, so they couldn't rival Lithuania. Yeah, those numbers look very bad for us. You know what? I never wanted Yiddishkel. Alright, Moldavians now. Georgia, please help me out. These battles are not my forte. Especially when I'm outnumbered. Right. Oh wow, why? Why did they run? Ah, good, Georgia did come to save us. That was nice of them. Jake, lower autonomy now. Unfortunately, we already increased autonomy in Yiddishkel. I would happily do it. Oh, look who's about to pop. Bet they're going to pop in Azov. 2 for 2. Unfortunately, the largest the revolt can be is normally my force limit, but this one was 8. Force limit times overextension works, so 140 times that would actually bring you to 7 point something, so bar that and you have 8. Alright, I'll take it. Kill my revolts for me then. Meanwhile, Muscovy, Yaroslav and Perm murdering themselves on attrition, but that's what they do best. They're oddly chasing down the stack of better equipped men, who then turn around going, oi, oi, we can take them, lads. Early game technology. Never, ever turn your back on it. Or else you have to rely on Pskov coming to save you. So it's going to ruin any chances of the Polish alliance. Distance between borders, my strength, wrong religion. Hungary a bit better, but they often end up at odds through, well, rather with Austria, due to Austrian missions. Still, Hungary is a big chunk of land that can be difficult to siege up. Austria's still better though, even though it's criminally unlikely. Jake, is trade powering out still a thing? No, that got patched. Or rather, we believe it got patched. Oh, what's Crimea doing over there? Other than looking really cool. Gotta hand it to Muscovy. In his own mentally challenged Russian way, he is blocking the enemy. You think 10 ducats means anything at this stage? Jake, is Bohemia at war with Poland? Yes, they are. They are winning. And with a bit of luck, these Teutonic nationalists, if such a thing can even be possible, will finish up with the Danish and move their way over to Poland. Sweden did not become independent. Interesting. And now Novgorod is hostile to Sweden, while Sweden is friendly to them. Nordics, man. Don't trust them. The Livonian Order supports their independence, but they're looking at a chunking big truce with Denmark. They're disloyal, but they're not, what's the word? Revolting? I know that's not the word I'm looking for, but rebellious, that's it. Jake, maybe after this war, diplo-vassalize Wallachia. That sounds like a recipe for disaster, and also sounds incredibly not possible. My base tax is far too low for that. Alright, you're doing a good job sieging up this utterly worthless piece of land. Please apply yourself better. This is actually quite useful for scunnering Poland. Once we get this claim finished. We'll try and see if Poland are going to want out soon. Probably not, because length of war, not even once, but you never know. Lithuania are being foolish enough to divide their armies up, and they've given Muscovy enough time to gain 4 military tech. Excellent, keep it up. No, not that! This is strange. Why would... Oh, I see. Mazovia is in charge, so it's showing their discipline. Or rather, their tactics. You seem a bit under siege there, Poland. What's the problem? Hesse is the problem? Well, this is excellent news for me. You don't want anything out of me. That's fine, because I don't want to give you anything. But if Poland was out of this, that would take away their vassals, which are a big part of this war. It's a shame Poland are walking over here and ignoring the Hesse-Bohemian rhapsody happening in their own lands. Big battle here. Genoa going for round 2. That's fine. You know, my friend, I want Kaffa. So pack your bags and enjoy your new home over in Shaw. No idea how to pronounce that province, clearly. Not the most promising battle here. Not with that kind of shock roll. Wow. Pyrrhic, but still a V for victory. Jake, dip points, that's fine. We have a higher cap than normal, since we are not Western tech for once. They had more men, far more cavalry, a better general, and okay, on par Miltech, but they still got whooped. Good time for King's Court 2 to come on. Of course, that's not going to be enough to end this war anytime soon. But I'm happy about it. High enthusiasm all around, but Muscovy are tanking that war exhaustion. Yeah, their manpower is suffering. Muscovy, my greatest friend. Still, Lithuania can't be much better. No, not at all. No, Lithuania have Miltech 4, it's Poland that have Miltech 3. Alright, we've done good increasing our relations with Austria. I want you back just so I can check and see how it's going on. Ideally before Yidishkal falls. Not that this is going to be enough to stop them, but whoa, okay, it is. Get... They require Yidishkal. Don't think I'd even mind giving you Yidishkal right now, but... God, Crimeans. Crimeans are actually de-sieging this for me somehow. That's interesting. If I wasn't playing Iron Man, I'd make a backup of that and send it in for checking out. Because they should not be de-sieging that for me. I'm glad they are, but they shouldn't be. Alright, Lithuania. Enough's enough. Just get out. It's victory for Tanner. And you know what? We don't know much about Uzbek. In fact, I'd go so far as to say we know nothing about Uzbek. But we could fight the Golden Horde for all this worthless Sunni provinces. Yeah. You know, I think it's Gizzy that I should be going. Gizzy got an alliance with Kara? unpleasant. I need to expand in this area, but on one end there's Georgia. Well, you know what? I'm very glad that Crimea is de-sieging that for me, so thank you very much. Georgia. Just to be flexible, I'm going to say no. You are available as a rival, but so is Gizzy. If I fought Gizzy, Kara would come knocking. Georgia would not give you access, but they wouldn't need to, because Shivani is still your vassal. I would need Kara to be getting beaten. Oh! Diplomat, inspect. Kara wouldn't join in. Kara wouldn't join in. I mean, it's all horrible Shia land, but it's still base tax, and I need base tax. Actually, all things considered, I could be integrating Crimea. I could integrate them in a year. Would get them off my back. They have a few unclaimed cores, but I think the important thing for me is really getting that base tax. And once I have base tax, the world is my... Alright, that sounds like a sound plan. But it is a sound plan that shall be activated next time, because I know we've only taken the one shot at Theodoro. But it's getting a touch late, so what I will do is I'll say I'll be back same time tomorrow. And I will probably continue Theodora, but let's not rule out 2 hours of hell, because I really do enjoy doing those. So thanks a lot for hanging around, all 814 of you. I hope you have a wonderful grape juice coloured night. So long.